This quick one also is going to be to show you how to change addresses on your MM45s or other Merlin gear or the PowerLite Murloc, in case you wanted to have multiple units all working together. You'd need to change the addresses so they know how to communicate with one another. So what you're going to do is you're simply going to go ahead and open up the Lumitech software again. IonFire Basic is the free system that you can go ahead and change addresses, and you can even manually fire if you want. And this Merlin system configuration is COM port 9. On my system, on your system it could be a different port. Depends on when you plug the USB interface in what it says. Okay, so in order to discover this, all you're going to do is you're going to drop it down to how many units you have. Right now I only have one plugged into the PC. And you don't have to scan for interfaces. This would be for a wireless interface if you're using the MF3. Okay, so we're just going to scan network. Okay, just discovered it. It's set for address 1. The system is currently activated. And then if you wanted to go ahead and actually fire some queues, you can just go ahead and, well, you can either hit fire all if you have multiple, but we only have one module. You can just do that, or you can choose a template, the RS45. It's the same thing. And then if you were to go ahead and move the mouse over to 1 and hit 1, the Q1 will fire. Hit 2, Q2 will fire. Q3, Q3 will fire. And that only works, it'll only send voltage out, that is, if it's activated. If you came down here and you hit deactivate modules, okay, and you went ahead and you hit a Q, the LED light would still fire. However, there would be any voltage output. Okay, it's kind of like a test version on a regular firing system, but with the key turned off. So you can see whether or not the PC is communicating, but you don't have to worry about any E-matches firing or anything like that. So the thing to remember is when you change that, okay, when you hit refresh, it'll now show an X, so it's not activated yet. So if you simply come back down here, hit activate, you'll also hear the MM45 do a little click. That's activating, and then you come back here to refresh, it shows activated. Okay, so say for instance you had more than one and you wanted to change some addresses. Okay, so there'd be a few of these. You'd simply click down here to manage, and then you can go ahead and you can change it to address 2. We'll change it just for curiosity purposes. We'll do it up to 5 just to show you. And you hit change address. And now it's changed to 5. And you can reboot if you want, or you can just hit refresh. Okay, close. And we're going to rescan the network. Now, you have to change this up to 5 because that's where it's gonna, that's its new address. Scan network. Takes a little while. We're 3, 4, 5. It just found it. Okay, and we're good. Now, when this thing goes out to you, it's always set to 1. So I'm not going to send this out like this, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to 1 again. It's that simple. I'm just going to go ahead and manage. Change to 1, change address. Reboot device. Close. Going through. Okay, and it just now detects it as address 1. And that's about as simple as it is. So if you wanted to go ahead and change any addresses first, you'd use this one first to go ahead, and this allows you to do channel maintenance and such. And then after you've got the addresses correct, if you did need to change the address, that is, once you had this thing finished, then you could go ahead and open up your Finale Fire, your Ion Music, whatever software that you end up purchasing.